All right, guys. God, Gunsmithbros. God damn, it has been so fun to shoot, and it feels it feels great, guys. I gotta say, this was probably the probably number one experience, and then I'm sorry, Edge Airsoft Masterpiece second place. Dr. Black was the third place. You know, in terms of like having to do work. Now, I want to make sure you guys understand. Just because I had this experience doesn't mean you'll have the same experience. Okay, Airsoft world has been like that forever. You can get a drop in, you can't get a drop in. It's just how it is. I understand that with Dr. Black. Okay, guys, I'm still gonna go pick up Dr. Black in the future. Um, but at the same time, you're always gonna get the honest, no bullshit from you guys. Okay, you have to remember this channel. I'm an airsoft pistol nuthead. Okay, these are my primary. And one thing people have asked me already is bang for buck. What's gonna do better? Okay, just based on material alone, most of this is 61 versus the 66.3 stuff, you should know already. If you don't believe me, go ahead and do your research. Go learn about the aluminum series, 6 series, and learn about the 7 series. Those two series are probably the most commonly used for airsoft. Okay, just do your research, come to your own conclusion. I'm gonna stick with what I know. Gunsmithbros has been proven to me. Okay, he's not here in the background. Infinity, Project Infinity, one of the oldest high kappa, full custom high kappa, probably in California. Okay, I don't know if it's U.S. Okay, I built that shit 10 plus years ago. All right, and that thing still works to this day. All right, so you take care of it. You know what you're doing. These can last a long time. Okay, and Gunsmithbros has proven that they to me, this is my first time after 5 years coming back. And is this cheap? Hell no, it's not cheap. But god damn, it looks good and it feels good and it shoots good. That's because we put quality parts in here though. Okay, we don't have any cheap shit in here. Okay. Look at that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to answer some questions. I think a lot of you were asking some good questions, mostly on Facebook, but I think there's some on YouTube there's one I saw on here that I was like, okay, we'll make sure. I realized that I just built it and didn't even like weigh anything. I know how to even check it. I just built the bastard. So my apologies for that. So let's get started with that. Okay, I'm gonna just drive by for you guys. Remember, this is a 97. It's a 4.3 inner barrel. Can you stick more than that? Yes, you can. But to be honest, I don't want to see my inner barrel in the port. This looks so good. Okay. Now let's look at the questions we have here. Okay. All right. You know what? I've been seeing a lot of people ask about the KJW. I don't know what the KP08 is though. I gotta go. I don't know if that's the old one or the new one. Okay, I'll help this guy later. King of all brands. Yeah, Carlson. I'd probably say yeah. They've done a great job, and it's good to know that they're still producing quality stuff. I mean, this was just insane. Buttery smooth, shoots well, good threads. I like that it's a 4 style, not a 2 style, like the old school style. Okay, what else? Pete, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. Eric, thank you as well. We got to. I'll put a heart on these because now we're. This is the one. All right, I think this one I responded to already. I thought I did, or maybe I saw that in a different video. Comp ready front sight. So the rear and the front line up when. Guys, I'm stupid. I don't get this. Is he asking like the hero? Like so it goes on the comp? Is there a comp ready front sight? So the rear and the front line up when using comp tracer. Alright, guys, I'm too stupid. I'm sorry, buddy. This guy says need to find a site tracker kit and mill the threads. Yeah, I don't get this one. I thought I answered it. Okay, there we go. This is this is what I remember I messed up on. I totally forgot. So we're gonna do all this stuff. Weigh in the slide without any internals. Total reciprocating weight. Everything that's moving. Okay, so we need to take out the outer barrel. Okay, experiment with inner barrels. We can do 112. That's what we can do. Do I have a 112 here? I do. We have a 112 right there. We'll stick the 112 in there. All right, well, buckle it down, guys. We're going to do all these questions right now for him. That's so smooth, man. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to cut the... I don't know. I don't think these need to be... I feel like these are just outdated. This right here, they're just not needed anymore. I don't know why else we need them. Okay, so this is the full upper. Okay, is that that's one of his questions, right? Total reciprocating weight. Okay, no, we have to take out the. Okay, yeah, he doesn't want the. Okay, we're just gonna do the full. Let's do the full weight. Okay, and then we'll take out. We'll do the reciprocating one. Okay, not light when it's got everything on it, but still good. 325.7 grams. Okay. 325. Oh, I have looking right here. We'll put full. Okay. Playing from the Beast. This is no. This is a 97. We can't do that one. Damn, I can't. That one's hard to take out. That's a 7-inch. You know what? I just had. Oh, there we go. Okay. I took this out to test it. I had a customer come over just now, and we were talking about this, so I took this out. Okay, so let's do the first one. Let's do an order. Well, not okay. I don't want to do an order. That's annoying. Okay, we're gonna do total reciprocating weight. So we'll call this total TRW. So the only thing that's moving, guys, remember, it has to move with the slide. So basically, guys, right? Comp isn't moving and hop up isn't really moving with it, okay? Those are stationary. Okay. The only thing we want is, I always debate people on this, but the reality, guys, the recoil spring goes in there. It goes in there because it's compressing it. You know, it's not moving it with it, but depending on the strength, guys, I want you all to try this one day. I always ask people, hey, what's the best one? I personally don't like going above 150. Okay, anything above 150 is overkill, and I think it takes too much gas. But I implore all of you, if you are a pistol nut, do yourself a favor one day, because they're cheap, relatively cheap. Buy a 100%, 120, 140, go all the way up to 200%, 300%, whatever you want. Try each one yourself, and then see how hard it is to rack it. See how easy it is to rack it. Just give it a try, okay? Alexa, volume 0. Okay, but give it a try yourself. There is no better experience than this trying it yourself. Okay, this, I think we did, I already forgot what we put in here. But I have all of the stuff right there, so I have to go catalog it. What I do is for these kind of builds, I'll catalog them. I'll tell myself what I have in it. So, all right, this is just, wants the total reciprocating. So that's going to be this. Okay, so 132. Let's just throw this guy in. I think this is the either the plastic or the aluminum. I think it's the aluminum one. Okay, 142. Honestly, guys, not bad. Okay. Now we can start way of the slides without any internals. Okay, so we're just gonna take off. What does he want there? Well, we'll wait in the rear side. He can figure out what he wants for that. Everyone can put on different things here. I think you can put an SRO on here. The RMR fits the best plate wise. Look at it. Too small. Okay, just the slide, nothing else. Okay, so that is just a slide without any internals. Okay, we'll put no int. That is 82. So not the lightest sucker, guys, but come on, let's be reasonable. We got a freaking RMR plate on here. Okay. Now here's where I'm curious, and he's right to be curious. Do we need this? The inner barrel. Let's do the inner barrel. We can do the inner barrel right now. Okay, as you guys can see, this is the Da Vinci 97. This is a 601. See right here. Okay, it doesn't fit in this one. Okay, it does, but it's tight. Give me a second. Yeah, get in there. Ah. Okay, woo. Alright, that was tight. Okay, so look, you can sneak a 113 or 112 in there. Okay, you'll visually see it. So you can technically, guys, this takes a 5.1. It's a 5.1 length for sure. Yeah. Okay. You guys can see where it's a little tight, right? But not that. If you know how to mod, you're fine. Okay. Just look how gorgeous this looks. I don't know if he meant by they have comps where they have islands. I don't know if maybe that's what he meant. But you'd have to do some mods. It's considered a comp ready. The funny thing is, if you guys wanted to, you could probably go get comps. There's old school designs where they have just two, and I like the 4 design better, but there's one that's have 2. You could probably sneak it on here, and the threads are right here. You guys see, looking here. That's how this threads on. It's a really cool system. Works well. I think they did a better job because we got a lot more threads here now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So I mean, this sucker end is coming off. Whereas if you've seen the Armament Army, is cool, but man, that thing has no threads and they're shallow. So these are good quality threads. Okay. So you guys can see it is screwed into the actual slide itself, and it looks like it's exposed. Okay, so he said, okay, we did the way of the slide without any internals. We did the TRW. We can do a 112 in there, no problem. Can the kit be used without armor plate? I don't think so. It's probably exposed. And just to be cool to see full potential with slide optimized for speed. Aluminum 4-3 guide plug for short strokes. Yeah, you could do that. This one I don't know if I'm going to do. I think I'm going to leave this one alone. Because I like the way it is. Okay, everything else will do. But this, I'll leave alone. Because, look, let's be honest, guys. Anytime you buy something like this, you are not doing speed. That's a given. Okay? If you want speed, you're going to get a system that puts your red dot on it and not adding weight to the slide. Now let me show you guys why. Because, I've seen lightweight RMRs and they're still freaking heavy. Okay? Here's it without a battery. Okay, 28.5 grams. Let's put RMR. So look, it's a given, guys. If you ever get them when they're installed on the actual slide, there's no speed in there. Now, can you try to minimize it as much as you can? Of course you can. You know, get a lightweight blowback unit. You can reduce the plug, like you said. If you're extremely skilled, you can do more cuts. But once again, that's now you're changing the whole gun. Wow, no Loctite on these suckers. I guess it's good that we're taking these out. Okay, we're gonna Loctite this sucker. These are like probably twos. They look like twos. Or 2 by 1.5s. Alright, here we go. Oh my god. Alright, let's weigh this. We'll call this RMR plate. You know what's funny? Now, if you wanted to reduce weight, another thing you could do, if you're skilled, 3D print this. You know what I mean? Just 3D print it. Let's see how much weight this is. I know for a fact you can reduce this, but once again, guys, it's you're doing an uphill battle. Just go get a cut slide. 15.4 grams. We'll call this plate. 15 point. Okay. $66. You know, like the Dr. Black slides. Those are incredibly light. Okay. For those who don't know, this is a customer build right now. We got a 7-inch 601 in here. So we'll have a video on it coming up. I'll probably next couple days. I want to finish this, but this incredibly light. This is a speed slide. Now you can get this in a 61 if you wanted. You'd have to get even the Edge air slot masterpiece, Edge one. Think about this. Think about how light this is, because it's got almost half of it missing, And anytime you add an RMR on there, that's just adding unnecessary weight to it. And by the way, I don't know, if you've never shot with a moving red dot sight, I don't know. It's nice, but at the same time, it takes practice to get used to this. I prefer a stationary one. Okay, so yeah, okay. I think we know the answer to this. You can't. You cannot. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie though. I feel like I want to see a build. I've always dreamed of. I've always dreamed of having a clear. I want a 100% clear gun. You might be able to see it. I have those are old school clear grips. They're like ancient. If anyone owns those, they're rare and they're ancient. But this would be sick. I actually wouldn't mind a build like this. If I could somehow get this contained. You know what you could do? you could use the Volante blowback unit. It's built in. But yeah, you can't do this. So this is required, guys. So I'm gonna Loctite this. There's no reason to take this off, and I mean it looks beautiful the way it does. You know what I mean? You can see how it sets in. Look at this. Look at this quality here. God damn. Okay. If you have any other questions, let me know. Let me see. So that's everything we got answered here. Quite a few things. That's okay. We got it all covered. This one, I don't want to. We're going to leave it the way it is. I like it how it is. We got all these answered. Okay, let me check. I think I'm trying to remember. Some people ask questions on Facebook where I forgot. Okay, we're good here. Okay, I think that's it for YouTube. Facebook, I'm sorry guys, I honestly forgot the questions you had. But that will be, we're gonna wrap up the Gunsmithbros series. We'll report it after maybe 10,000 babies. It'll take some time. I have so many other projects going on right now. Um, I'm trying to talk to some of my old friends. I'm probably gonna talk to some of my old friends this week. I want to see if I can find someone that plays that. But they gotta be good. I gotta know them for a while. I'm trying to find someone that will play my N1. I wanted them to play at N1 with my little test project. Um, okay. All right. That's it, guys. I'm gonna Loctite these suckers. Remember, Loctite and oh, you know what? Let's talk about this. I had a couple of people hit me up on Facebook, and uh, I don't want to sound rude, but you know that's it's not. I don't know if it's rude or not, but um, you know they said I had a couple of people that said, hey, I bought in. Look, at the end of the day, guys, this is airsoft, okay? I understand Dr. Black. You know, I had a lot of people come out of the woods for that one. They're like, hey, give it a shot. I didn't have any, problems, and I understand. That's the same thing, guys. The same thing applies to Gunsmithbros, okay? Just because I have a good experience and I'm documenting it, doesn't mean you're going to have good experience. You should always expect the worst, okay? That's the I just tell people either A, don't expect shit, or expect that you're gonna have to do work. Because when you don't have to do work and everything, it makes everything a surprise. You just like, oh shit, this is really nice. But if you expect it, then it's not a big deal. You're already in that mindset. So one, you should probably adopt that mindset. Two, the other thing that people need to understand is, um, I was actually working on a customer's gun, and we were talking about it. There are so many versions. We're not even going to get into the upgrade aftermarket world, but I'll try to make it simple. There are so many versions of the TM High Kappa. Okay, if you've been buying the Tokyo Mari High Kappa 5.1 Black for since the beginning, you already know it. You got your Gen 1s, you got your Gen 2s, and then they moved factories to, I think, to Taiwan. I think that's where they moved, and a lot of stuff changed. And when they started making the DORs, all the other high kappas kind of got updated as well. Okay, so they've been updating their high kappas. These companies tend to have they base their designs on like one platform. So if you're out there getting like a gold match, or I hate the gold match, I hate that one. If you're getting a DOR and they're just trying to shove a DOR into this, because it says and this is where I know it becomes hard, is because the website will say like it works for TM High Kappa, and they'll be like, websites will have TM DOR High Kappa, but the DOR, guys, it's so freaking different from the. I have videos on it. You can check it on my channel, but I can't help everyone in the whole world. But what I don't want to see is these people saying, "Hey, Gunsmith Bros sucks." I tried putting a DOR in it and nothing fit. I'm like, well, shit, dude. Of course, they're completely. It's not even a freaking high cap at this point. It's so different. So do your best to research, guys. And I understand that Dr. Black, I just got unlucky about this. I have the knowledge of that there's different generations and different experiences, but we also buy a lot of aftermarket parts. Okay, but the other thing I'll counter, and that's what we're talking about, is we bought their slide, their rear sight, their front sight. None of them worked together. The slide to the frame didn't work together. I had to do work on that. That's where it doesn't make sense. Now, if you're trying to shove a DOR into a Gunsmith Bro, that is not Gunsmith Bro's fault. That's your fault for not, doing your research and understanding. You got to do a little bit more digging, talk to more people. Okay. Don't go be buying the gold match. Just, the high kappa is where it's at. The black one, that's my favorite one. And if you're going to do ground up build, expect to do a lot of work. Okay? And I know this wasn't concise. Well, I'll do a better video on it, because I need to make a video on it. Because sometimes I see that happening too much, and they're like, we were talking about the CTM, and it's like, oh man, I had a bad experience building the CTM. And I just learned recently that there's because you have to remember, guys, I've been gone for 5 years. There's an OG version of the AEP. There's a legit OD version that's like Gen 1. And then there's Gen 2, which I think most of us have. And then Gen 3 is really the little miniature one, Shinobi. And now I think the Assassin is getting updated what they learned from the Shinobi. So there's already 4 generations, I think, of differences. And how you know these guys is you work on the gun or you buy the gun. Now, if you guys know me, if I was around 5 years ago and not doing my family stuff, I would have had the first generation. But luckily, I got to work on some. Okay, I had some people send in some old guns for me to work on and upgrade. And I was looking at them, comparing them to my brand new AEPs that I just got, and the sizes are different, big enough to make a difference. So just remember that. Keep that in mind, guys. These companies, CTM, Gunsmithbros, Dr. Black, Alpha Airsoft, or I mean Airsoft Masterpiece Edge, they could be basing it on one generation of the high kappa or whatever model, the AEP. But if Action Army changes that generation and they make something wider or something smaller, you now have to do work. So you can't be getting pissed at them. I think for me, where I think we can be like, hey, what the hell is if you buy all the same company? That's where I'm like, So that's why I was trying to explain to people why I was shitting on Dr. Black. Cause I was like, yo, we bought all the same company for the slide, rear sight, front sight, frame, and none of it even worked together. This, you guys saw firsthand. Well, shit, the second video you guys did, but you guys know I don't bullshit. You saw firsthand. This was easy. You saw firsthand with this. Easy. Okay, you saw it. That's what we should be judging on. And the material and the cost, the price ratio. Dr. Black, and I told the guys that were coming out of the trees for it, I give it to them. They have the most unique designs and they have the coolest colors. So that's where Dr. Black wins. I know when he goes plays at his field, he's going to stand out, man. Going to say it's super cool looking, it's unique, it stands out. That's what you get Dr. Black for. Okay? And then you got these guys that are kind of more like real steel durability, you know what I mean? I would be scared to drop that Dr. Black. I'm not scared to drop my Infinity one. I've thrown him, I've dropped him. You've seen all the battle scores on him. Okay? This guy, same thing. I can tell you right now, I'm not scared to drop him. I know I'm not going to drop him. I don't want to because he's pretty. But I know he'll be able to take a hit. I'm not worried about it. Okay? Sorry for that little thing, but I needed to clear out some stuff because I'm seeing this, they suck, this company sucks. Now I'm like, hey, hold it, buddy. What generation do you have? How many guns have you built? Okay? How many have you touched? Do you understand there's a difference between the generations? Okay, you got a DOR, but I understand that it's high kappa, but a DOR is vastly different from a TM high kappa black. Okay, you got the gold match. Okay, cool. They changed that versus the 5.1 black and the 4.3 black. Oh, you got the TM full auto extreme. It's a different blowback. You know what I mean? You see how we can break it down so easily, and these people are like, "Hey, this company sucks." It's more about, "Hey, well, did you get the right parts?" Okay, so that's it. We'll have a more in-depth video about it, but I don't know how to go about it. I just don't. I don't know what to call it or but it's just a discussion that I've been having with quite a few people on Facebook and not debating, but just conversing about it. All right, I've talked too much. I'll see you guys around. I'll probably put in the description to ignore past 8 minutes, 20 minutes, because it's not about the Gunsmithbros. All right, take it easy, guys.